Welcome back to another episode of Foodable Smart Kitchen and Bar. Your host and master mixologist, Oscar, today, bringing back a little bit of the rum cocktail scene. Today we're going to give a little shout out to Mount Gay for providing us some product for this episode. We're going to be covering a little bit of how to approach your bar menu with a different spirit. So as we know, gin and vodka are very popular nowadays, but you know, what about the other spirits that we have in a bar? I want to make sure that I always have the ability to provide something to my guests that they're going to enjoy. And the catch is, how do you find something that you can always bring to the table and make sure that everybody's going to be able to enjoy it as much? So today we're going to take two cocktails that is going to take a different approach on how to play with your cocktail list. One of them we're going to do actually a little twist off on an old-fashioned with Mount Gay, kind of using those layers of sweetness and spice and vanilla into it. And we're gonna do as well something completely opposite into more like a tropical style, kind of like to preserve that nature of the rum. Rum is something that might be a little bit too sweet. And what I usually suggest as an operator and mixologist is don't fight it, try to work with it. So today for this recipe, we're gonna have some of the ingredients such as like black walnut bitters, we're gonna have our black cherries, our cinnamon sticks, and we're gonna be all about the rim. It's all about the presentations. So this is actually a mix of ground cinnamon, brown sugar, as well as some nutmeg. So obviously, as we know, we have our rum, which is gonna be sweet. It's gonna be a little slight spice forward depending on the rum that you're using. For example, I'm gonna be using some of the fat textures into our cream and almond milk to be able to utilize those flavors and integrate them with everything else. And this is something that we do every day from scratch at my bar, for example. And the reason we do that is because the guests can connect not only with the actual spirit, but they can connect with the drink. So we're gonna get started over here. We're gonna keep it simple. Sometimes simple is best. I'm gonna use 2 ounces of Mount Gay. Just a dash of pineapple juice. Then what I like to do is just actually do just 1 little zest for orange. Working with rum, which is already sweet as it is, so I'm just keeping the basic flavor profile of the rum itself. So the first thing, gonna be able to get that nice rim on our glass. But what's really gonna take this drink to the next level is as we approach the drink, our homemade whip. It gives you a whole different approach and makes you wonder, what is this all about? We're gonna do another orange peel for it to create that kind of like beautiful color coordination that we want in our cocktail. And then obviously we wanna use our cinnamon since we integrated that. And I love using our cherry. So what's missing now is our best part, the black walnut bitters, which we actually just gonna do a light dash on it. So here it goes. A little twist on the old-fashioned with Mount Gay Rum. Enjoy. We're gonna take a different approach in our second cocktail, whole different spectrum. As we know, most people that walk into a bar think about rum, and they think about pina colada, Miami Vice, something like a rum runner. So how can we take that different approach without jeopardizing the essence of what the rum culture is into the cocktail world? We're gonna use the same ingredients but in different layers to create almost like a new age of a pina colada. So we're gonna start by building out the cocktail. About 9 ounces of ice, okay? We're gonna use our lovely Mount Gay. Again, shout out to Mount Gay for providing us with this amazing rum. We're gonna do 2 ounces of it. Now what I did, I actually played a little bit of coconut water and allspice. You know, you want that coconut like taking away that pina colada essence into it, but the allspice is actually gonna integrate the taste buds into your cocktail. So I'm gonna do 1 ounce of it. Now we're gonna do a 1/2 ounce of pineapple and 1/2 ounce of fresh squeezed orange juice. We're gonna add a little bit of ground cinnamon into it, a little dash, and we're gonna give it a nice long shake. We're gonna prep our glass. So now we have our glass ready. Pour over. You're gonna see that ground cinnamon with the crushed ice, like little dot. Now what I like to do, we use some base cherry juice to incorporate that color factor into it. It's not gonna affect so much the flavor profile of it, but this is mainly for aesthetics and looks of it. So we wanna do real quick 2 lime wheels, 3/4 down, It's an easy garnish. I'm gonna use one to bring it to the bottom of the glass. And the other one, we're gonna just open it up. Okay? I usually do like a quick little orange zest just for color purposes. Like I said, this is all about the way it smells as you're approaching the glass. We have our tropical typhoon ready to take your guest experience into the next level. Enjoy. Thank you for joining us in another Foodable Smart Kitchen and Bar episode. Please, if you have any comments, any ideas, any products that you want me to play with, comment below or send us an email at producer@foodabletv.com. Until next time, thank you.